In 1990, the internet as we know it was created, an invention of infinite possibilities and unknown potential. There are now over 2 billion websites currently in existence, a wealth of information, functionality, and social media. However, if you dig deeper, there lies more beneath the surface. The strange, bizarre, and dark corners of the net. Welcome to the Weird Wide Web.
Welcome back to another Weird Wide Web. We're back, a little delayed. That's my fault. Real life got in the way. But I'm back here with Al Croak, my lovely co-host.
Thank you.
Podcast partner. Exploring the Weird Wide Web and the deep, dark crevices. And we're, Part 2. Part 2, The Legend of Sonichu.
Oh yeah, get deep in that crevice for Sonichu.
I'm fucking excited, man, because, well, real life got in the way of recording and, we had to delay it. Recent events happened the day before it was supposed to release, so we have new information.
Oh
But
my.
we won't find out that until we get to the end of this episode.
Until part 3!
Part... Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, thank you everyone for being very patient. We're delayed. It's my fault. Real world work and shit like that. We're stuck.
Wait, this isn't your job?
Capitalist system.
Well, I didn't know this is where we were going.
But we're back in it. We're back in part 2 of The Legend of Sonichu. I wrote up a little recap, a little brief summary of what we covered in part 1. 1, just to help everybody out, and 2, because, it was a little all over the place, and it's a lot to fucking remember.
Skip recap. I'm smashing the Netflix bottom right. Skip it. Let's get right into it.
We paid for that no skip button to show up. So, Sonichu, fan fiction comic series created in 2005. The series boasts countless unoriginal storylines and characters, and ultimately turns into a fantasy outlet for its creator, Christine Weston Chandler. Christine seemingly surpassed the comic's level of intrigue as her gullibility, insulting views, and strange habits attracted the attention of countless online users and trolls. Online members were fascinated with her and began cataloging her many comics, videos, posts, and breakdowns. Due to the overlapping nature of all the content and trolls, the Christorians broke down the timeline into sagas. We started our telling with the Megan saga. Megan befriended Christine at a local card and board game hangout called the Game Place. Megan seemed to tolerate Christine and her abrasive personality, though Christine, on a never-ending love quest to find a boyfriend-free sweetheart, viewed Megan only through that lens. The friendship would ultimately be dissolved thanks to countless online trolls and Christine's own questionable decisions. If you remember, she drew porn. She drew porn of Megan. That was the
Yeah.
the ultimate.
Oh, I've been thinking about it
decision.
ever since the last episode.
I'm sure you Googled it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Also, just want to clarify here in the recap. So Christine has transitioned.
Yes.
So at the beginning of this story, it was a guy doing these things, trying to find the boyfriend-free girl.
Yes, she has since transitioned to Christine Weston Chandler, but during these early sagas, she was still identifying as Chris Weston Chandler and how she's kind of created. But we're respecting her change of name and the fact that she wants Chris to be a dead name, and despite all of the fucking terrible things she still does, we're still gonna respect that. Next, the Adam Stackhouse saga followed. A brief saga in which Christine entered a Parappa the Rapper competition. The competition required her to recreate one of the game's songs in the form of an a cappella music video. To Christine's despair, she lost the contest in a landslide victory to Adam Stackhouse. This enraged Christine, and she began posting a flurry of scathing accusations towards Stackhouse and his sister. All while Christine herself had employed a series of fake accounts to tip the voting in her favor, unsuccessfully. The Encyclopedia Dramatica saga followed the Stackhouse side story. The creation of the ED page would be the start of a colossal tidal wave of trolling that Christine would endure. ED was a satirical website that categorized and poked fun at the many online personalities and events. Christine hated the site, though she was confused that the online posters were simply misunderstanding her. She would try and edit the page for a while, but her edits were quickly sniffed out. Defeated, she abandoned her attempts to edit the page and ignored it altogether. This page would also be the catalyst for the destruction of Christine and Megan's friendship. That's where the porn was posted.
Oh, I remember. Juicy.
Yeah, which it was very fun. We got to introduce you into what Rule 34 was.
Oh, yes, that was awesome. I have looked up everything in Rule 34.
It's endless. There is
Weird,
everything.
WeirdWideWeb is even in Rule 34.
We haven't posted a picture of ourselves. I don't know how they got so accurate.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Next would come the Blanca and Jimmy Hill sagas. Blanca Weiss was the creation of 3 trolls to torment Christine. Through various mediums of internet communications, the trolls would extract embarrassing information, photos, and videos. They would eventually obtain Christine's signature Sonichu medallion and create a video destroying it through a multitude of uninspiring methods. While awful, this would also exist as the template of trolling employed by many internet trolls to come. Jimmy Hill utilized a different form of irritation for Christine. They created a British character claiming to be the valid owner of Sonichu and purporting to be selling the comics and merch successfully. We then introduced the Clyde Clash saga, which, while short, is a major control in Christine's online existence. Clyde Clash would pop up in many other sagas and cause a large amount of misery. Panda Halo was the next saga covered, another fake online girlfriend to plague and extract information from Christine. This saga, along with the genuinely disgusting storylines, would see the first creation of Christine's many unfortunate sex videos. This would then send us into the Miyamoto saga. The Miyamoto saga was a series of emails between Christine and a troll pretending to be Shigeru Miyamoto. The two discussed the possibilities of Sonichu becoming an honest and true series and game. However, the ruse was ultimately an attempt to coax Christine into traveling to Nintendo America's HQ for no reason. It was soon discovered the mastermind behind these emails to be Clyde Clash. Ending the Miyamoto saga would bring us to our final 2 sagas, the Julie and Ivy Sagas. Both were running the age-old trolling tactic of creating a fake, boyfriend-free sweetheart for Christine. The Julie saga would see the creation of another unfortunate sex tape from Christine. The saga would also change the mayor in Quickville, the fictional town in the Sonichu series, to the made-for-TV sales star Billy Mays. The Ivy saga would produce some of the creepier pictures and chat logs from Christine. This saga would also give us the first glimpse into the Chandler family household, a horrifying environment of clutter and hoarding across every room. This brings us to our current saga, the Liquid Saga.
Whoa, what a recap.
Yeah.
What did I just sit through history class again?
You just sit through another podcast again?
Yeah, oh my God. So that was a great recap by you, Yale.
If I do say so myself, I think
for-
it was very good.
For everyone else who smashed that 15-second head button,
should we start again so they do this time?
Run it back.
Run it back. Here we go. So,
no. So I'll give my recap very quickly from what I got.
What were your impressions? What did you take away from
my
first
POV?
episode? Yeah.
Basically, this person who clearly was a little troubled, kind of put themselves out there with this weird Sonichu creation, made a bunch of weird ass stories that basically just formed into herself. And the trolls at the time, this is a bunch of little assholes at like maximum trolling time on the internet.
Maximum.
And basically they were just calling her names. So if you really want a full recap, you can probably just fast forward, go to the manhunt scene in summer of '84, where one kid finds the fat guy and goes, "Got you big titty butthole."
One of the greatest insults I've ever heard in a movie.
So good. So
and
good.
Again, thank you to the Summer of 84 creators. Again, we've met our quota. We've referenced it one more time. I hope to keep this going for at least 100 episodes.
Oh,
At the
it's
very
happening.
least.
I had to get it in early this time.
Ugh, it's a good one. You big titty butthole. That, I mean, it's a pretty accurate, quick summary, you know? We're going a little further than just calling her names. Completely, like, uprooting her life. But she's also not great either. You know, product of undiagnosed and dealt with mental illness and just terrible parenting. Truly terrible parenting. But we're about to enter the most fun saga, for me at least, the Liquid Saga.
I love the liquids. It's between two other phases. Obviously, you can get like super phases and stuff like that. But I mean, obviously, first was a solid piece of shit. Now we're going to liquid,
Now
and
we're going to
then
Liquid.
she'll probably get gassed up at the end. You
Gassed?
know? Whoa, yeah, okay, I get it. Your forefathers' trauma, whatever. Let's not bring it into this. All right.
It got me a little worried. I've been
No.
rewatching. I restarted watching The
Boy in the
Man in
striped
the High
pajamas.
Castle. No, I know what happens there. I was watching The Man in the High Castle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one because I started. Oh man, I'm gonna go on a tangent. I'm not gonna even start that. I started watching this documentary called "The Glitch in the Matrix," which was all about people who believe in simulation theory. And it turns out that Philip K. Dick, like all of his stories that he wrote, he believes that they're his like repressed memories of multiple universes. Like they're not stories to him. They're like these are memories. So I was
Jeez.
like, oh, I'm gonna watch Man in the High Castle. And that was the end of that story. Anyways, let's dive into part 2, starting off with the Liquid Saga. At the end of June, a new YouTube account would come into existence. C-Chan Sonichu Quick, and the world was introduced to Liquid Chris. Claiming to be the true and honest Chris Weston Chandler, Liquid Chris sported the Sonichu medallion, made of paper, a brown striped shirt, and bulky glasses, making him virtually indistinguishable from Christine, hereafter referred to as Solid Chris. Liquid explained how he had lost his account due to the hackers, and all of the activity on Solid's account resulted from that. Liquid would post a video titled, "I have returned to YouTube," that would ignite a war between Solid and himself. Solid Christine bit the bait of the first video hook, line, and sinker. She was besmirching Liquid Chris's awful paper merch and flaming the church he attends. Solid Chris then dove into the video's comments to fire off more insults and fight to protect her name, even with Quick's PSN account being held ransom by Jack Thaddeus, who was just Clyde Clash, I'm pretty sure.
There's so many goddamn names.
There's so many names, but they're all like the same person. Like, I'm pretty sure Jack Thaddeus is just Clyde Clash, who is also Shigeru Miyamoto. It's very easy. I don't see why you're confused.
Oh my god, there's so many names. I'm like, this is reading Game of Thrones right now.
Dude, there's more information on this creator than there is on Game of Thrones. They finished all the books. They're not waiting.
Yeah, I'd rather watch season 8 of Sonichu, I'll tell you that much.
Christine began to spiral, responding with a video titled "Rollin' and Trollin'." She was again providing the masses of troll with countless amounts of ammunition. The conclusion of these events would thrust Liquid and Solid into Quickville War 1. Liquid launched the first shots of Quickville War by posting a video claiming to have sold Sonichu merchandise with Samantha Thaddeus, another troll pretending to be Jack
just-
Thaddeus' sister.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
The war was on. Solid's first response was a simple attack of character and church through website and comment posts. Then, for no apparent reason, Christine dug up an old video of her failing a Guitar Hero song and published it to the world. Liquid took the challenge and posted a video of himself playing the same music, except on an actual guitar. We'll get that point to Liquid.
Pretty impressive.
Solid then hatched a very cunning plan. A new video, this time deploying broken Spanish. Liquid quickly reposted a response video also in Spanish, but actually fluent in Spanish.
Ooh.
We'll give 2 points to Liquid for that.
Muy caliente.
Oh, you see you're fluent as well.
¿Dónde se está el baño?
Did you take Spanish in high school? I can't remember. What language did you take?
I took dead Latin.
Oh, that's right. Me too.
Yeah.
I remember I specifically took it because it was not a spoken language. I was like, I don't want to
Yeah,
say
but
it.
somehow they still made you like read that whole story about Cornelius or whatever his name was.
Yeah, fucking brother Michael just judging me to my core about my shit Latin.
That had nothing to do with Latin.
Yeah. Well, you know,
The
my
nose.
character. He didn't like
The
my
nose.
character. Oh, he didn't like my efficiency at saving money.
Yeah, that's it.
Next in the saga of the Quickville War was the Sing Star Challenge. The challenge was simple, a singing competition, though neither could use any printed lyrics or karaoke equipment. Solid started with the classic Sonic Boom by Pastiche. Liquid responded with a rendition of You're Pitiful by Weird Al Yankovic. Another tribesman. Love it. The competition ended after 5 rounds, the final round requiring the song to be selected by the opponent. Solid presented Liquid with the song Lift Up Your Eyes by the Planet Shakers. Liquid refused to go easy on Solid and required her to sing the cult classic Smell Yo Dick by Risque.
Cult classic.
The cult classic. A panel of 6 judges was selected by both contestants, 3
Let me
from
guess.
each challenger.
It was fucking Sister
Jack
Yakamoto or whatever.
Through many reviews of the singing and many hypocritical rules, devastatingly, Liquid was chosen as the winner in a 4-2 decision. Solid, obviously in outrage, denied the entire competition as anything more than merely just for fun. The 2 people that actually voted for Solid were the ones picked by Liquid. None of the judges Solid picked actually voted for her.
That's amazing.
But it's just because they're all trolls.
Yeah,
Nobody in this fucking world of hers is real.
Yeah, it's not that like I really want to know who were the 3 she picked.
I could probably look it up, but
Because like who did she have? Mom,
it was nobody
dad.
of importance. I'm pretty sure one of them was like at least one of her like current online sweethearts. I'm sure.
Megan 2.0.
Yeah. Panda or
I remembered one.
Julie or Ivy or something. Yeah.
I'm gonna need like a full family tree of trolls.
A family tree.
Yeah. Maybe you'll make it like a but under a bridge. Put the tree under the bridge.
I'll put the tree under the bridge.
And
then
then
Christine on top of the bridge. Confused.
No, bullying bridges, let's stay away from that. That's not good. Let's put her under the tree.
I'll put her under the tree? Under
Like,
the bridge. Where are we?
So now I need a diagram of the tree.
Wait, we had
itself.
The family tree. Okay. So it's an actual tree, but it's under a bridge?
Yes.
I'm confused. You've lost me. It's a tree, but it's under a bridge.
Yeah, because that's where the trolls live.
I see. Okay, I'm full circle. I'm with you. Yeah, we can create that for sure. We have to figure out how they all relate. Sounds like a lot of work for somebody.
Not it.
Shit. Liquid was the clear victor and claimed the title of true and honest Christian Weston Chandler, sending Solid into turmoil. Liquid posted a final video announcing that he had grown up and left YouTube and his acclaimed media empire. Solid was infuriated by this statement, exclaiming this imposter had gone too far and must be stopped.
Fuck yeah.
A new video was then posted to Liquid's channel, titled Gone. In this video, we see Liquid bound in a basement and repeatedly questioned about his true identity. Liquid ostensibly disappeared after this. Casey, Solid's current one and true gal pal, was extremely distraught by these events. She posted a video confirming Liquid's disappearance, announcing her withdrawal from their engagement. Liquid would pop up with a new video a few months later to give some clarity to his loyal fan base. Those faithful to Liquid were happy to find out that after a love struggle between himself, Casey, and Solid, he was now happily married to Casey.
Wow.
Love triangles, man. They'll get you.
Liquid, Solid, Casey.
More names for you.
Wait, so now in these videos
Yeah.
that we're seeing of Liquid and Solid now,
Yeah.
so obviously Solid is the OG.
Solid is the OG Christine, yeah.
So we see her. Do we see a face for Liquid?
Yeah. You want to see a picture of Liquid?
Yeah,
I
I
got a
would love
picture of
that.
Liquid, of course.
Because for some reason in my head, I was even picturing like it's Liquid, but just not showing face.
Uh-huh.
So like even that guitar battle, it was just the guitar.
No, it's a real person. So the Liquid and the Solid, that's a reference to Metal Gear Solid, which I know you never played, but like the whole thing, I didn't even play much of the Metal Gear Solid series, but the whole thing is like Liquid and Solid are like clones of each other or some fucking shit. I don't know. There's robots and stuff. There's a lot going
So you're telling me there's a lot of Rule 34 about solids and
on.
liquids.
Oh, there's a ton of Rule 34 of Metal Gear Solid. You could do a whole episode on that.
Metal Gear Rock Hard. That makes sense though. Yeah, so I'm following because so Liquid basically came in and was just like, no, this is the real me. All that previous shit was
Yeah.
a fake Solid.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like I love it because it's not like another weird, creepy thing where some troll is pretending to be a girl to get like weird video messages. Like Liquid is like pretending to be the true one, so it creates a lot of fun videos and this whole fucking like you know this whole
Battle.
singing competition and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah. This all sounds like good fun. You know,
it's just a lot of good fun.
I just got sent Bad Gateway. Great.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you think I could? You think I could make up that language on the spot? That I would know that it would come up as Bad Gateway?
Yeah, yeah.
No way.
So that's what our good friend Liquid looks like.
From far, does a liquid kind of look like white Asian? Is that appropriate to say? Right?
Yeah, I think you could say that from afar,
Yeah.
like really far.
Well, if you squint your eyes.
Yeah, yeah. No, he just looks like your average fucking '90s white kid, long kind of flowy hair. All the videos and images we have are just like they're super grainy because this happened a while ago.
Yeah. No, but that makes it even cooler. I can see wow in the picture the Sonichu in the background. That's amazing. Does
Yeah.
Solid Chris even have that?
The stuff Sonichu.
Yeah.
No, the only thing she's ever created other than the comic series is that medallion, which is
Yeah, I
like this
remember that.
clay
That's yeah, no, that's like
clay
ingrained in there.
medallion.
Didn't
Yeah,
didn't she wear it while she was like wearing her mom's underwear?
she does not take it off. It's pretty much everywhere.
That I mean, props to her because if that thing's made out of paper and
No, hers isn't made out of paper. Liquid's was made out of paper. Hers is made out of like clay.
oh my god, there's so many forms and materials and names.
It's a lot. I'm telling you, this is the one of the most like documented. There are people to this day keeping tabs on her. Like she's the most documented person I've ever seen on the internet.
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
Thousands of pages of write-ups on it. Thousands.
Well, let's keep diving in then.
Let's dive in. Here we are, our next saga, the Wikipedia saga. Wikipedia, not to be confused with Quickie, though built by the same creator, was a space made and given to Christine as somewhat of a personal wiki. She used this to stop vandalizing the original Quickie and as a place to host all of her comics, artwork, and videos essentially for free. This truly put MediaWikis, the software that was used to create that wiki page for her, limits to the absolute test, as Christine still needed constant help setting it up and running it. Christine's use of the site introduced a substantial financial burden to its creators and soon had to seek out advertisement placements to support the bandwidth Christine was incurring. These advertisements were generated from random metadata from Christine and the people using it, and definitely not handcrafted ads placed explicitly on this site. Definitely not that. These are random, like Google AdSense ads, for sure. Soon, the site was plagued by a barrage of homoerotic ads, some mysteriously seeming to have Christine's face photoshopped into them. Christine was furious, trying to change or remove the ads entirely. She was stopped by the sysop, who locked her out of editing the page layouts. Christine then resorted to posting her own ads and flooding the front page with walls of incoherent text, turning the front page into an even bigger eyesore. The website then faced closures, one due to theft, the other closure due to AIDS. Following many additional
wait, what?
the site shut down because of AIDS. I don't know. I don't think I have to explain that anymore. It's 100% like just exactly like pools closed. They're just like the site's been shut down due to AIDS.
Oh my god.
No explanation, just AIDS.
That's amazing.
It was the early 2000s. It was the height of AIDS, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that. I've watched the remake of Rent.
Milk?
No. What?
Wasn't that the sequel? I don't know.
Wait, did you just say the story of Harvey Milk?
He dealt with that, right? No?
Yeah, I guess, but he is not a sequel to the
It's not a sequel to Rent?
to the fiction story Rent, where people run around and sing.
The real life Broadway story of Rent.
And Harvey Milk was the sequel.
Harvey Milk. Well, it's at first I thought Harvey Milk was Harvey Dent's brother, but I realized they had different last names.
Where is she?
That confused me even greater. I just was confused by those movies in general.
Oh, so you got confused by Harvey Milk and Harvey Dent, but Yakamoto, Megan, Chevy Chase, I'm pretty sure you named. All these people you're good with.
Yeah, it's pretty cut and dry for me.
I think you're a bigot. I think that's the problem.
I'm not that big. You're taller than me.
Zinger!
Hey, we're back, baby! Weird Wide Web! It was eventually fully shut down in 2009. But yeah, I mean, she essentially fought these terrible ads in the same way that Dr. Jean Ray dealt with haters on TimeCube. Just spewing shit on the website. Just like overloading people with information. I don't know which one of them was more coherent.
Well, apparently, I mean, Christine's got a lot more information than we got TimeCube.
That's true. Yeah, more people are interested. I think because she's more gullible, you know? There's more, you get more call and response.
Well, I mean, she wasn't a doctor, so duh.
That's true. She also, is still alive.
Oh yeah, I forgot he died.
Yeah, I mean, he's old. He was an old guy. All right. Our next saga, Asperchu. This is November 2009 to like August 2007 is this saga. Many fans of the Sonichu series at this time were becoming more discontent with its direction, precisely how disturbing it was. From this unrest, a new series would arise, Asperchu, created by Alec Benson Leary. Asperchu starred a Sonichu-like character wearing a striped shirt, large corrective glasses, a scruffy brown goatee, and a Sonichu medallion. While Asperchu and Christine shared many qualities, including addressing fans through YouTube videos, being short-tempered, and the obvious physical similarities, Alec promised Asperchu was not a parody of Christine. Christine, unsurprisingly, was enraged by this creation and stated, "Die, you son of a bitch. Alec, die."
Wow.
I mean, strong words.
Wait,
Strong
so
words.
I don't know if you're going to get into this, but
Yeah.
Asperchu.
Asperchu. Well, you could say that it's a combination of Asperger's and Sonichu.
That's what I was thinking.
In game only.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but when you said like the diagonal stripe,
The striped shirt.
yeah, in my head I was thinking like an Asper cream bottle. So you're saying that, and I'm picturing this like ointment with a beard,
Uh-huh.
and I was just like, "What? How is this? Where's the joke with Asper cream and Christine?"
And we can cut this out, but that gives me a great idea. In our reboot of Snake Man, can his sidekick be a bottle of cream
Yes.
in like a striped shirt with a goatee? I'm full steam ahead on rebooting Snake Man.
Yeah.
I think it's a great series, and I think the world needs to see more of it.
Once again, we're just waiting to start selling merchandise. Use this as a platform. So once we get up there, yeah, that's our full
Yeah.
force ahead Snake Man.
And I'm expecting to dive full in. Like, little kids can buy you buy the mermaid kind of like swimming
Yeah.
sleeves.
So fucking far ahead of you right now. Yes.
You get the snake bottom. You get the
Yes.
snake bottom. Just slither around on the couch or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
you know, wherever kids go nowadays. I don't know. My
Yeah, I don't know.
basement. I don't know.
Sewers? Where do they go? Slither in the sewers?
Hiya, Georgie.
Oh, Georgie, you have your snake bottom on. That's weird.
Can we get that off? How hard is it to take that off, Georgie?
I'm not really into this anymore. Georgie just sit there.
This fucking Pennywise dances at him.
Anyways, getting back into the Asperchu saga. Following the success of the first 3 issues of Asperchu, which, by the way, if you look it up, it's like really well drawn. It's like this guy put some fucking time into this series for sure. Alec proceeded to set up Asperpedia.
Oh.
Fans were able to access all the comics from the site and more articles about the world. It was basically just mirroring the Quickie and the Wikipedia, you know. Jack Thaddeus recognized the considerable profitability of Asperchu and immediately posted ads for it on the now dead Wikipedia. To no one's surprise, this enraged Christine once again, and she dealt with it in her typical fashion, posting slanderous videos on her YouTube. She also began writing Asperchu into her comics, giving him an extreme electric makeover into Mitch Sonichu. Alec then incorporated Mitch into his comics, going by Mitch Chu and acting as Asperchu's gay stylist. So yeah, it's a great series. It's really well drawn, and just to give you an image of what Asperchu looks like, it's basically Sonichu but Christine's body type.
Oh.
And the shirt and the medallion.
You gotta be crazy if you don't think I immediately typed it in and looked it up. It is.
It's really
dude,
well
it's
drawn.
very well drawn. Like the glasses, even how high the shirt is, like it's not covering the full belly. This is amazing. Also, I found, I don't know, did you see the main page describing Asperchu? And it has the relations rundown for the full family.
Yeah.
The granddad is Alzheimer, and then the grandmother is just Snorlax. This guy put some effort into this.
So much, dude. It wasn't just like, oh, look at this joke. I made this joke series. He released issues, and we'll get into like even what else he fucking brought it to this series. This guy put in time. This is the kind of trolling I like, because it's like super creative, a lot of work, and just like playing on all of Christine's shitty fucking personality traits, but not really being destructive.
I can't believe you like any type of trolling.
Yeah. Was there more to that statement, or are you
I was just gonna say I don't even like Justin Timberlake's form of trolling.
What's Justin Timberlake's form of trolling?
Do I have to explain every troll-related joke to you?
Oh, from like the movie
Oh,
Troll?
yeah. Whoa! How about that?
Sorry, unfamiliar.
Just move on from the trolls so I can say something that'll resonate with you.
This whole series is about trolls. What do you mean move on from the trolls? Was I supposed to watch trolls in preparation for this fucking podcast?
I don't know, maybe.
They need to stop making movies about toys and make them about board games again. I want Battleship 2. Give me Battleship 2.
Rihanna was a great actress.
Was it Liam Neeson's is in that, right?
Liam Neeson's? Wait, is
Yeah.
he?
I think he is.
I don't know.
I couldn't
I
tell
don't know
you.
if he is.
And I couldn't be bothered to look it up. I'm going to say
If he is,
it seems like
it's
going to
be on Netflix soon.
He's like, I've got you before. I don't know.
That
I
was,
can't remember.
hey, that was pretty good.
Said. All right. Eventually, Asperpedia was shut down. Alec explained that his webmaster, Mao, was a spazzlord who took it down one day in a fidgety pit, and he didn't care to fight for it. Mao would then go on to release phone calls they had recorded of conversations between Christine and Alec, some in which Alec can be heard trying to help Christine genuinely. Mao and Alec soon appeared in the Sonichu series, facing the Kangaroo Court, Christine's favorite fantasy fulfillment vehicle. Alec is sentenced to the 10-button electric chair, a device in which each character takes a turn electrocuting him to death. Mao's fate was a slow twisting of all of his limbs with telekinesis until they broke, then crushing his heart. Alec in the Asperchu series would make one more revival when Wikipedia went down. Fans were in limbo as Christine's procrastination and laziness put the future of the Sonichu series up in the air. Alec, being the nice guy he was, took it upon himself to create new pages for the series to hold fans over an installment titled Sonichu Revolution. Christine did not interpret it as an act of kindness. She was furious, citing copyright theft and attempting to impersonate her, an all too familiar and sore subject. After a long run, the Asperchu series would also be abandoned. Yeah, dude literally was like, she wasn't making any Sonichu comics, and he was like, here you go. I'm gonna literally make this series for you. And she flipped out. Hated it.
It's also just so ironic and just fits in with this whole story that she complains about copyright.
Her whole series is fucking copyright. It literally started from copyright. The whole fucking universe is birthed from fucking copyright. Yeah, it's insane. But that Kangaroo Court, that's like her favorite device for any troll or person that fucking pisses her off. She writes them into her series, puts them to the Kangaroo Court, and then they die some fucking horrific way.
Does she have actual kangaroos in the court?
Not a single one. She heard the term Kangaroo Court once, and she named it Kangaroo Court.
This is Kangaroo Court.
It's Kangaroo Court.
That is... Wait, so I have another question.
Yeah.
How often, before obviously she had this little spell, how often was she putting out stuff?
It was super, super sporadic. If my internet was better, I could give you the actual dates, but it was like she would release 3 issues in 3 months, then not another one for 6 months, then one. So it's like there was nothing consistent about it. It was when she finished it, when she felt like it, just kind of releasing it. There was no release schedule,
I could imagine someone like one of these trolls just every day waking up, checking, is there a new issue? Am I in it? Am I in Kangaroo Court? What happened to me?
Did I make the cut? Did I piss her off enough?
Did she twist my nipples until I died? What happened?
No. They were punishments. They were supposed to be punishments.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Not Rule 34.
Next saga, a short one. The Surf Shack Tito saga. March 2009 to September 2010. The next heavy hitter in the long saga of people putting far too much effort into fucking with another human being was an online user going by Surf Shack Tito. The character was based on the Nickelodeon character of the same name, though, while it was only a mask for this tormentor, based on the email chain with Christine, she seemed to believe it was the true Tito. For those unaware, Tito is a character from an animated Nickelodeon show, Rocket Power.
Yeah, I ain't no Shuby, son.
That show is sick. Fuck. You know what I was trying to remember? There was one episode where Tito makes the hamburger with the 2 hot dogs on it. I was trying to remember what it was called.
Oh.
It's brilliant. Because whenever I'm at a barbecue, there's always hamburgers and hot dogs. I always get both. I may as well just put them together.
Yeah.
Saves me time, and I can eat more now. Our next saga was something we touched on earlier, The Game Place. About 2002 to June 2011. A very long saga, because it takes over a lot, and it's a very important place for Christine. The Game Place was a hobby and board game shop and a favorite hangout spot for Christine starting around 2002. The shop offered board and card games for sale, as well as providing a space for patrons to play the games. The spot would host tournaments and even had a TV section to play video games. The Game Place was the location where the first photo was taken of Christine and posted online. As mentioned before, it was also the first meeting spot of Christine and Megan. Christine spent a lot of time there in the early years, mainly playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, even claiming to be the current Pokemon gym leader in the Game Place, a wildly exaggerated claim. The Game Place, unfortunately, would also become a spot of great contention for Christine. Christine's behavior during the early years of her hanging out was described as just childish, not very good at the games she played most, and was sore about losing. She would also commonly bring in her gaming system and sit for hours playing, not letting anybody else play. Soon, her behavior was slowly morphing into the hot-tempered, racist, and homophobic form we know it to be now, all leading up to the first significant incident in 2008. In 2008, during a particularly heated game of Pokemon, she snapped, screaming at a small child. With this outburst, as well as the years of disgusting behavior and torment to the gameplay staff, Christine was officially banned. This upset her, and even despite her parents coming down to protest it, she was still banned. She then would attempt to unban herself with many different methods. Merely a month after her '08 ban, Christine wrote an email requesting a swift unban, all while completely misunderstanding the point of her ban. Then, only a month after that email, Christine attempted to sneak into the Game Place. She was immediately recognized and was threatened with the calling of the cops. 2 years after her daring break-in, she again attempted to sneak in. The old manager, now the current owner, and soon to be real life arch enemy, Mike Snyder, quickly caught her. She responded by flipping him off, calling him a Jew, and bravely scurrying off in a huff. In June of that same year, Mike noticed Christine taking photos of the Game Place and also his daughter, though
Whoa.
Christine denies this fact. His daughter worked at the Game Place or hung around or whatever.
Oh, so she was probably a boyfriend-free girl.
I mean, probably. What's up, my new gal pal? Boyfriend free gal pal? Mike ran outside to confront her, to which Christine freaked out, jumped in her car, and nearly ran over Mike. October of that same year, she would make one last attempt at an unbanned email, seriously downplaying the severity of her outburst and again outright ignoring or understanding the reason for her ban. October of the following year, 2011, would bring the disastrous end to Christine's time at the Game Place. Christine, accompanied by her mother Barbara, descended upon the hobby shop to lift the ban. Christine swiftly entered into a heated argument with Mike Snyder, inflaming the situation. The two then attempted to escape in their car and managed to cause damage to the store with their vehicle. The cops were quickly called. All in all, this led to trespassing for both of them, a misdemeanor assault for both of them. Barb also was charged with attacking a law official in her attempt to stop the cop from arresting Christine, to no success. Following this incident, Christine would use a 10% coupon at a local newspaper to run a smear campaign against the hobby and game shop. The effect of the smear campaign was 0 to none. Barb and Bob continued to outright ignore the truth behind Christine's behavior at the game place throughout the years, instead believing the completely self-fabricated conspiracies that pitted everyone at the game place out to get Christine. Christine never did ever drop her grudge towards the hobby shop or Mike Snyder. She did stop attempting to become unbanned or sneak into the shop itself. Then, in 2014, the game place officially closed its doors. Surprisingly, this was not due to a clever smear campaign run by Christine, more likely due to the increasing bills and lower attendance. The location now houses a fancy chocolate shop.
Ooh, what a nice
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah, it's a chocolate shop.
Ooh, chocolate.
Oh, chocolate.
What's that?
How dare you expose me like that?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, what's that? Dude, I love the fucking small detail that even in her like anger and fucking just hate towards the game place, I I do have a 10% coupon though. I do want to save this money. I do hate them, but if you could give me that 10% off, that would be great.
Yeah, it's economical, all right? You can hate, you can do anything. End of the day, you got to grab your wallet with whatever you're going to do, and you got to be smart about it. So
Yeah.
I love it. I hope it was like a tiny, like the most she could get like for the 10% was like one of the job listing ads, like the size of that. Never go here again.
Never go to the Gamma Plus.
Just next to like the diner and those cutouts you used to always get on that fucking diner mat.
I remember you just scribble over those with crayons.
Yeah, crayons.
Crayons?
Crayons?
Crayons. Creole. Creole?
Creole.
Drawn with Creole.
Go and get that gator.
And that brings us to the conclusion. 2009 would see the last Sonichu issue release for a years-long hiatus until about 2017 when Christine attempted to reboot it. This hiatus also coincided with Christine leaving the online eye, at least less than she currently was. The Christorians break down many more sagas following her tale up until the present day. One particular one shortly after the Sonichu hiatus was another gal pal catfish named Jackie. Though, unlike previous instigators, Jackie seemed to be trying to improve Christine's life genuinely, forcing her to ignore the online majority, clean up her place, work towards her goals. But even positive trolling was unsuccessful towards Christine's persona, and after a long time trying, Jackie eventually abandoned the cause. The following sagas become depressingly repetitive, and with Christine's online presence more minimal, less involved, what we're left with is an extensive study on the dangers and effects of constant torment, gullibility, and unruly behaviors. Sonichu will live on in fanfiction infamy, having been mentioned by creators of the games, cataloged by many fascinated online voyeurs, and many more to come who discover the many sagas. As well, whether good or bad, Christine will remain a rabbit hole of fascination for the past and many to come discovering the legend of Sonichu. So basically, there's still a ton more sagas that we could fucking spend our time with, but it just gets more depressing and like sad and like it, I don't know, man. What I think up until like the gameplay saga, I still think it's like super fascinating and interesting, though terrible still. But man, you get
Yeah.
into those later sagas and it's just like now she's like in her late 20s and early 30s and people are still like being super fucking childish and fucking with her and stuff like that. It's super depressing.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good place to kind of
Yeah.
pull it. And I think even yeah, I get it, it was kind of like more childish troll. Like we were assholes on Xbox. Like Modern
Yeah.
Warfare lobbies used to be insane at that time.
Oh,
Like
they're toxic as fuck.
it was nuts. But yeah, eventually you get. I also feel like even around that time, thinking like 2009. I mean,
Mhm.
what we were in high school. Even that transition almost, and I don't know why I liken it to this, is like when you transition from MySpace to Facebook. It's almost like you went from like you could do whatever the fuck you wanted on
Yeah.
MySpace, shit talk. You had to choose your top 8 friends that would cause drama. It was a goddamn mess.
Dude, MySpace was fucking pure. You had your top friends, which was you let everybody know how you felt. Your top friends. You had sweet themes. You had no ads. You had no fucking like misinformation about vaccines. And you put your top songs on. MySpace was legit.
Yeah, it was great, but also it was like you could fuck with anyone because it's so easy on there. And then
Yeah.
I feel like once you switched over to Facebook, it became like this serious, oh, mom's on here. I gotta can't say things on Facebook now, and now it's coming up and I'm getting yelled at and shit.
Yeah. It's
Huh.
definitely a big transition. And now I think we should mention just a real end on a real positive note. The most recent event, literally on Sunday, the day before we were supposed to post this, but it was delayed because of me. I'll admit to that. Literally Sunday, Christine was arrested.
Oh,
Full on, like, recorded on video. People saw her getting arrested. It's not great. She's arrested on charges of arrested on incest charges against her mother, who has like fucking dementia. It's super depressing. But yeah, she's like not great, been arrested, probably going to jail.
what?
Yep. Like there's no proof of it. It's she was arrested off of audio recordings that were posted online of her kind of talking about it. So I don't know where this arrest is going to go, but that's where we're at right now. It's
Okay,
not fucking great.
we're putting it out there. I know I didn't pass the bar, but I will represent Christine, and we're going with one single defense, and it's gonna be it wasn't me, it was Liquid.
Oh, in the bag. Take her to kangaroo court. You got it.
Boom, press all the buttons. You're going down, Liquid.
All 10 of the buttons.
God,
Yeah,
that is
no,
nuts though.
dude, it's fucking insane. Like I literally saw it posted and I thought it was a joke. It's not a joke. There's video of her. Oh man, it's so sad. I like feel so bad. And I was like, oh fuck, what happened? She got arrested. And then I read what she was arrested on. I'm like, no, please no.
Dude, oh my god, I just realized. Do you know the evidence they're gonna have to bring up? And it's gonna be the picture of her in her mom's underwear.
Ooh no. there's oh my god, is this gonna be a public trial?
Oh
we might
man.
we might have to do a part 3.
I
We at least have to do an update. We'll do an update. We will keep you posted. The viewers at home, we will keep you posted on depressing news at WeirdWideWeb.
We're gonna have a new section. 5 minutes at the end. Depressing news.
Depressing news. This week in depressing news, this creator who you started to feel bad with is still shitty.
Wow.
Yeah, man, that's the Legend of Sonichu. It's man, I'm so. It's interesting, but man, am I so happy to be done with it.
Yeah. Let's go on to the next one.
We have to. Oh, and I'm very excited for the next one. I'm actually excited for the next few episodes. I got some stuff cooking up, some great topics, some much more lighthearted and fun topics. Maybe not the next one, but there's definitely some fun stuff that we got coming up on the horizon. I don't know. What are your thoughts, man? What are your takeaways from this fucking legendary, infamous fan fiction?
My takeaway is Snake Man apparently sucked because I don't know where was this in my life. Like what happened? I mean, it's not. It's very sad,
Yeah.
but also it's tough because like obviously now looking back at it, we have a different perspective. But in the time, like we were teenagers during this time. I'm sure if we found this while we were in high school,
Oh, I'd be right there with the trolls.
I'd be whatever cousin of Yokomoto, whatever.
Nile Thaddeus and Yale Clyde Clash and Nile Panda Halo.
I'll take that. But yeah, I guess yeah, perspective is a great thing, you know.
Yeah. And I think I'm always trying to look at the like silver lining of this. There is, if you kind of like weed through all the fucking shitty stuff, there is this like amazing kind of tale of this person and their creation. And there's a lot of stuff saved that is no, it's all bad.
No,
It's all
no,
bad.
no.
Yeah, I abandoned that. I can't. It's all bad. It's so bad.
It's
The
fucking
people are
incest, dude. It's
the
literally incest.
it's literally incest, dude. The people are bad. She's bad. It's all shit. It's all shit. This series is all shit. I'm so happy to be done with it.
That's what I've taken from this. It's all shit, dude.
It's all shit.
Everything. It's weird. The web. It's all shit.
Yeah, dude. It is the weird wide web. Stamp it. Oh man, I'm exhausted. This is exhausting for me. But anyways, thank you everybody for joining us on another depressing episode of the Weird Wide Web. Follow us on Instagram. We post there as much as I could fucking bear it. We officially have a Twitter. I started it. I think I got 2 tweets. I definitely don't have any followers for us, but man, come follow us on Twitter. I will try and keep it more active for you guys.
I don't even use Twitter.
No, I literally had to ask somebody how to use it. I couldn't open it. I didn't know what to do. It
Millennial.
moves too fast for me. It moves too fast for me. I don't get it. But there's words up there. You can follow us if you want.
You can add us on House Party.
Oh yeah, come add us on House Party. Come give us a chat. We'll tell you some depressing news. But seriously, leave a rating, leave a review. It helps us. It helps get our podcast out there. And come join us for the next episode. Thank you very much. Thanks, Niall, for joining me on another wild ride.
Thank you for taking us through it. Yeah, keep it weird.
Yeah, it's all shit. It's all shit.